Hey, what's up, Dimples?
Hey, what's going on?
How you been, man?
I'm good. I'm keeping busy.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, this COVID-19 ain't done nothing to slow my business down. So,
Oh, that's what's up,
I mean,
man.
one thing's for sure, two things for certain. People are always going to eat. So,
Oh yeah. No, we gotta do that. You know what I mean? Keep our strength up.
so, and then I could tell you firsthand that quite a few people got them stimulus checks because over the weekend, man, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
They
no
got them
doubt.
checks, forgot all about rent, bills, all that. They burgers, and crab legs.
everybody hood rich right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're definitely feeling themselves with that check in the account right now.
Word
So, all
up.
right. So you asked me to come on here today and the topic is supposed to be comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to start by saying your comfort zone is not always necessarily a good thing. Because speaking from personal experience, there's been times in my life when I was 100% comfortable with stuff that was not good for me at all.
Yeah?
Just because you're comfortable with it doesn't mean it's healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like that chick or that person, that man even that's in that relationship, that toxic relationship, but they've been in it for so long
Yeah.
that they really start believing that that's what they deserve, that that's all they can get because that's what their partner is telling them. Like, who else is going to do this for you? Who else is going to do, especially God forbid, if you're financially dependent on that person. It's over. It's a
Oh,
wrap. It's so hard to get out from underneath that.
oh yeah. I
Because
done
who else
been
is
there.
going to take care of you? You can't do this. You can't make your own money. You can't take care of yourself. And after you have somebody tell you that for years, you really start believing it.
Oh yeah.
Start believing it.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
when you had asked earlier on the book, have you ever stepped outside of your comfort zone to find love or to find true love? Did that, found it? Because that's exactly, I mean, if you're somebody that's out there in the dating world and you haven't been having any success with the type of people that you're interacting with, that you're choosing to date, then there's a flaw in your method. So you might have to step outside of your comfort zone, find somebody who's maybe not your type, who's a little bit different, maybe a little more outspoken, but that might be when you find the realest person. Because that's exactly like my husband. His mouth sometimes, but he's raw, but he's real.
Right.
Never any games. There was never any sugarcoating. Everything is just, it is what it is. And
Now
it's,
you say you had to come out your comfort zone to
yeah, because I wasn't used to people talking to me like that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So you know what I mean? Like
It was
as
his
a,
mouth.
yeah, like the first interaction that we had, like this isn't going to be a fan favorite. We might actually lose some views on this one, but I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh man.
I know I hate to break it to you, I'm sorry, but he is too. So the first time I saw him, he was wearing this real fly beanie and it had that Dallas star on it. And I was actually at work and I went out of my way to interact with him just because I liked his hat. So when I walked by him, I was like, yo, that's a nice hat. And the first words he ever said to me were, what are you, being smart? I was like, nah, I'm dead ass. I'm a Cowboys fan. I really like your hat.
Yeah.
So his response was like, oh, you want me to get you one? I was like, yeah, do that. Never thought I'd see him again in a million years. And he came back 2 weeks later with it. I was like, now I'm going to need your phone number.
Yeah.
So, because I was used to people saying like, oh yeah, I'll do this or I'll do that. And no, very rarely do people ever follow up with their word. But
Oh yeah.
with him, it's not always about him following through with his word. It's about the action. He doesn't always have to say it because he shows me every day. So
That's a true blessing, man.
it really is. It really is. But the biggest blessing of all is if you can get you a partner who actually strengthens you spiritually.
Right.
That's the biggest blessing, because I can honestly say he's improved my relationship. Not to preach religion or anything. Everybody, has their own beliefs, and I don't push mine on anybody. But I am a Christian. I'm not very religious, but I am very spiritual. And he's improved my relationship with God. Point blank, period. It's that simple. Just by the way he lives, by the way he carries himself.
Okay.
Going from what I was used to, and before he and I got together, like I lie to you not, I probably dated the same. It was two different people, but like they were the same person. Like they were the same exact personality, like everything, and they were incredibly toxic.
You had a certain preference.
I really did, and it was my downfall.
What was your preference?
My preference was dreadheads. That was.
You was into the dreads?
I really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
all they had to do was have dreads. That was it.
I mean, it was a certain swag. It was a certain finesse. Like, I just really was attracted to just very toxic people, and I could not figure out for the life of me like why it kept working out that way. And when I broke out of my comfort zone a little bit and started interacting with somebody that, like, damn, I didn't kind of like, I really wasn't feeling the first initial reaction when I'm telling you, like, I'm trying to pay you a compliment and you accuse me of getting smart. I'm like, what? I was never used to anybody responding to me that way. But
so that's just his personality. It has nothing to do with any kind of issues or anything that he's been through. It's just that's who he is, right? Dimples. Oh man, we having some
Can you hear me?
Difficult. Yeah, you were gone for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. But no, that's really something about him. Like, there's no watering down, there's no sugarcoating anything, there's no BS. That's just, you know what I mean? And he doesn't switch up, and that's one thing I can't stand. Like, if you're gonna be who you are all the time. I don't like a person who's like a chameleon. That's what I call them. Because they fit in every situation, because they change who they are depending on who they're around. That's about as good as tofu. Tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you cook it with. That's it. That's it. They're a chameleon. Yeah. They're tofu. So, but I think the biggest thing is really everybody is. I mean, it's something that we touched on in the last podcast that we did together. When I said, when I was away, I had time to be alone with myself. And at first it was very uncomfortable, because I came to realize that I didn't really like who I was. But you'll find your worth in getting to know yourself.
Say that again.
You will find your worth in getting to know yourself. And if you don't think you're worth that much, and you're not comfortable with yourself, change. It's never too late to change. You can change little things every day, and in 30 to 60 days, you've developed new patterns of behavior. And after you've changed those behaviors change your way of thinking. They change your way of viewing things, on perceiving things. Like, if you're somebody who feels like everybody's always attacking you, you just need to get stronger yourself. You got to realize that everybody out here has battles that they're facing, and not everybody carries it very well.
Right.
Just somebody has an attitude towards you, it might not even necessarily be a reflection of you. It's just a reflection of what they're going through and how they're dealing with it. Me personally, I've become so oblivious to it that unless you tell me flat out that you have an issue with me, I just assume you're going through something. I don't take nothing personal anymore.
And me, on the flip side of that, I just don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.